I have some things to get off my chest. So when I started this channel, something that I said I was going to talk about a lot is just things on my mind. Things like that. My videos have really just been Ghost of Tsushima because, gotta play games. Like, I enjoy games, so I might as well put them on this channel, right? One thing I really have to talk about, and as always, none of these are scripted. This is just top of my head, is the bullshit that happened last week. Last week felt like one of the longest weeks in my life. Jacob Blake was shot and almost killed. He was shot 7 times in the back, point blank, by a police officer. Thankfully, he's still alive. From what I heard, from what I saw, he's paralyzed, but at least he's still alive. To add on top of that story, his kids were in the car with him. So his kids saw their dad get shot in the back, point blank, with a cop grabbing on the back of his collar and shot him point blank 7 times. There is no reason to shoot anyone 7 times. Anyone. And the things that I saw are the things that we all get used to seeing at this point. People were trying to justify the police's actions. It happens every time an unarmed black man or woman is shot and usually killed. To be completely honest, having a warrant does not allow a police officer to murder you unless that officer was in danger. And if you watch the video, that officer had literally no reason to shoot him in the back. Again, 7 times. What's up? It's Future Lion here. I'm currently editing the video right now, and then I noticed that there was a lot of static in this part that's playing right now. So I'm gonna catch you up really quick on what I was saying before I hop back into it, right? So I was talking about the RNC, and I talked a little bit about the coronavirus, saying like, the RNC was completely ignoring the coronavirus and saying everything was okay. Meanwhile, I talked about that 17-year-old kid who went in to Wisconsin, murdered a couple people, and then got to leave with police help. That's really all that was. It was like 5 minutes, but easy to put it like this. And since that footage was staticky, I'd rather have this up so you can just hear this. Back to the video. He came in from out of state, murdered 2 people. Cops treated him like he was cool, and he went his merry ass back home. So then what do we see after this? You see people defending this kid, saying that he's protecting his property. The little motherfucker's 17 years old. How much property did you have when you were 17? I can tell you for a fact I didn't have a damn thing when I was 17. I had no property. I couldn't. This kid has an AR-15, an assault rifle, murders 2 people, gets to go home, and the same people that were giving Jacob Blake shit for getting shot in the back 7 times are the people defending this 17-year-old who murdered 2 people. Say whatever excuse you want. Sure. Well, I'll give you that if he had warrants. I don't care. He got shot in the back 7 times, is paralyzed, and for a while was handcuffed to his bed like he could leave. That's not even all that happened last week. So I think it was like a day after that asshole came and murdered 2 people. There are videos all over the internet on people going in to Portland. I don't even know what you want to call it. Caravan? That's what they like to use, right? They like to use a caravan. A caravan of people came in. They went to Portland and they started just shooting paintballs, macing people, like just being violent. And then one of them is murdered. As of the time of this recording, we have no idea who it is. If we do know who it is, I haven't looked. But the way that the same people were demonizing Jacob Blake, protecting this 17-year-old kid that murdered 2 people, and then getting upset that one of them died, was insane to me. All in the same week. This was between like Tuesday to Friday. All in the same week. These same people put up 3 different types of energy for things. None of them are wishing Jacob Blake well at all. None of them. All of them are wishing this 17-year-old who murdered 2 people well. And they're also getting upset that someone who, and again, I don't know if he was one of the people who was in there like macing people and doing shit. All that we know is that he was a Trump supporter. That is it. Doesn't matter. People are going to be like, oh, how the fuck, how dare you? All we know is he was a Trump supporter. It's put out there everywhere. They was a Trump supporter. These people went crazy. They were all over Twitter. Just, how dare these Antifa, Black Lives Matter people go in and murder somebody? How dare they, for their freedom of speech? And it is, I know it's not just me, but it is crazy how easily that they'll defend people on their side. And I don't even want I don't want this to be about sides. I really don't. But it's hard not to say sides at this point. It's just difficult. You just can't. So this one Trump supporter dies. People start freaking out. And now the people who were protesting that black people are being murdered by police and other people have to now defend themselves. Do you understand why black Americans are tired? Do you get it? You don't. This wasn't just a thing from last week. This always happens. Always. Since I've been alive. I was a kid when Rodney King got his ass beat by police. My dad went through segregation. My dad. My mom and my dad went through segregation. It wasn't that long ago. It wasn't. So black Americans are tired. Black people are tired in this country of always having to defend ourselves. Be it police, they're murderers. Be it honestly some random white dude on the street, murderers. We aren't allowed to live safely in this country. We're not. I don't care how anyone wants to spin it. I don't care how the Republican National Convention can spin it. I don't care that the Democratic Party wants to spin this also. Black people have been getting killed consistently by not even just police. Just random people. Obviously for generations, but for like the last 6 years. Trayvon Martin was murdered by he wasn't white, but a random dude. He just murdered. George Zimmerman followed him and murdered him. What was Trayvon Martin doing? What was happening? We've had black people that were murdered in their sleep. We've had black people murdered for going to their houses. We've had black people murdered and antagonized for wanting to just live. We can't live. It's just, we're just not allowed to live. Black Lives Matter was just for Black Lives Mattering. When Black Lives Matter started, people didn't even want equality. People weren't talking about equality. They literally wanted Black lives to matter. And then that became controversial. It became controversial for my life to matter. Matter. People spin it any way they want to. You see the videos out there. Black Lives Matter means they want people to matter more. Black Lives Matter means this, that, and the third. No. No. You fucking idiot. That's not what it means at all. And you know it's not. Last week was tiring. Black people are tired. Still fighting. They're still out there. Even after being murdered. Even after politicians trying to make laws against protesters. They're protesting. They want their lives to matter. They want equality for their children. They don't want their children to grow up in a world or in a country where just being black is a crime. That's it. People shout all lives matter. People shout blue lives matter. Blue lives aren't even lives. They're just police. It's a job. But all lives can't matter until black lives do. That's it. They just can't. They just can't. You can argue all you want. You can say whatever you want to say. But all lives cannot matter until Black Lives Matter. I definitely want more people to start talking about this, especially on this website. There are a lot of people that I'm following, a lot of people that I enjoy. I just won't talk about it. Because, again, let's be real. You put this out there. There is a group of your fan base and your following that'll just leave. You saying Black Lives Matters, people just dip. How dare you do this, talk about this troubling organization, Black Lives Matter. I can't support you anymore, black creator, for saying that your life matters. Just shut up and entertain me. Just shut up and dribble. One thing I want to see more is I definitely want to see a lot more people my age and people that have followings, the big creators, the big black creators. Talk about it more than once. Bring it up. I don't know. Just stop ignoring it. I know it's a scary thing because not even just this app, but the internet, you can lose a lot of things for just saying Black Lives Matter. I get it. But it's your life too. They're out there protesting for you. That's really all I have to say. Stay safe. Be careful. And Black Lives Matter.